PU. The problem of the self-negative thinking, the neurology of self here. And I think it's important to recognize yourself cases that the neurology here, the biggest problem myself can be my own thinking, thoughts and brain, how it functions here. And when you recognize that you can be your own biggest enemy, your own thinking, your own brains, your neurology can be turned against yourself here. It's like, it's about the thoughts, whether they're beneficial. It's time to go to scratch those thoughts. I don't know where they come from. It's come from cause and effect, okay? Like everything like, it's come from cause and effect. It comes from universe and everything here, holistically, okay? I understand that thing here. I'm a realist person here. I'm not afraid here. I make this video and I just separate all my ideas or other people's ideas and interest whatsoever here. Because the only way me to be free is not to follow other people's interests or ideas or opinions here. I want to find the truth without any people's interest or ideas. I want to find the truth of the neurology here, understand the cause and effect here. When you say cause and effect, it's incredible because it immediately starts you thinking what is the cause and effect, and then you think cause and effect. And the only way to become a controlling something, able to have control, is know what is the cause and effect here, and ask yourself, do you have any capability to do anything different or act different ways? Or in this concept it's like no. And what I mean no is that there's a cause and effect here, is that there's only one way you can act and have always some consequences here. And instead of thinking about the different kind of life here. So this is kind of idea about it here, or reality, that only specific actions get specific consequences here. And instead of thinking about this kind of freedom, anything can happen mindset here, so that you can do any action and anything can happen from the base of your action, because there's no specific consequence necessity already here. So think about what is the reality, probability or this, and that's what like here is that it is so the universe is have this kind of randomness of your perception here. You cannot always be absolute sure time of your actions, or consequence of your actions. That's the only reality, because you're gonna be really absolute sure time, even your own actions are controlled here. Because the universe is so complex, even the universe will be infinitely deterministic, like predeterministic here. Everything in whole universe, every single atom, motion, every single cause and effect is absolutely necessitated by its kind of inherent predeterministic universe. Still, I could not, as a fucking subject observer here, ever able to see it fully here, or able to know the next consequence. For me, there looks random event here, because I'm never able to be knowledgeable enough here to understand all the different stages of the energy, quantum physics, etc. here. And it looks random for me, even it might be super deterministic in actual here. And there is a difference between the human perception of the universe versus kind of like what's the universe is just physical way. What is it here? What is the reality of how the universe functions here? You know, there's a difference between how the universe really functions versus the human subjective perception. And they're different, you know, like they're really different. And when I recognize the things that they're really different, it's like, okay, fine, I will never able to predict the future event ahead in time here, because my lack of inherent knowledge of this way how the absolute universe functions here. Okay, and I understand it's just a fact. It's just a fact. It will be forever here. It's good to recognize the fact of the reality of the universe as quick as possible here. The same thing is when it comes to cause and effect, is to understanding here, because better you know, the better you're able to really like relate to what the universe is here, and you see the universe what is it here, and not what is not here. And that is what a realist is about here. It is about the conditions of conditions here. Causata el causatum. Every causation have causation here. So what it means is that you cannot take everything away from what is it here. Everything is just some way, and now you understand. When it comes to your own life, your own subjective thinking, so you need to understand reality first, and then you can start figure out what you can be done given the way the universe is here. Every my actions based off the way the universe is here. What I can do, what can make me happy, etc. here. I can start building my life based off the reality of the universe, the knowledge of the reality here. Because when I know the really universe first, then I can choose action that get me success. whatever it is here. Things are super complex, like example human sociology here. But it can be some level, like, do I have a feel like, oh, no matter what I do, ever actions, I will never ever, because there's some inherent negativity of universe, some separation, who fuck knows? Answers like myself, like, I don't know. Just to be honest, I just don't fucking know here. I just say about when I don't know, I always say like, okay, let's just see the possibilities. In possibilities, yes or no here. There's two possibilities. I'm never really sure what is the absolute reality here. And isn't the life beautiful? And what makes life beautiful is uncertainty here. I mean, after all, what is the opposite of the uncertainty? It is the certainty here. Imagine if you would be certain everything already ahead of time here. Well, imagine the difference like here. This is some universe. Imagine like universe is predeterministic, absolute here. And imagine you will be some kind of like magic person who's able to just know everything ahead of time. Yep, absolutely certain everything here. Instead be uncertain here. How to be a certain and uncertain word here. Oh my god, I feel tired. Was good to talk about this thing here because this is gonna help me so much to just understanding the reality for